Motion to lift the immunity of Andrea Cozzolini. Who is in favour? Who opposed? Who abstained? Adopted. Motion to lift the immunity of Marc Tarabella. Who is in favour? Who opposed? Who abstained? Adopted. The vote to revoke the immunity of Andrea Cozzolini and Marc Tarabella was held at the request of the Belgian prosecutor's office. Politicians are suspected of involvement in a corruption scheme involving MEPs. According to investigators, Marc Tarabella allegedly received a bribe of €120,000 from Antonio Panzeri. The former MEP is one of the main defendants in the corruption scandal. Tarabella has pleaded not guilty. I am glad that there has been a lifting of my parliamentary immunity. I myself voted for it. I remind you that I am innocent in this case. I will provide law enforcement agencies with all the necessary information. Antonio Panzeri was arrested in December. In January, he decided to go along with the Belgian authorities. The Italian politician co-founded Fight Impunity, an organisation that was responsible for drafting resolutions targeting Poland. I find it hard to imagine that individuals who would be able to manipulate at least the left or the European People's Party to vote for such controversial solutions. Andrea Cozzolini's assistant, on the other hand, was Francesco Giorgi, who was arrested in December and was the partner of deposed deputy MEP Eva Kaila. Most often and most acrimoniously, this supposed rule of law has been defended by leftist circles. And when we look at who the Belgian prosecutor's office has detained, it turns out that this left has laws pushed with platitudes. If someone puts their life in the hands of people who pay them bribes, they can't expect that this will never be revealed, but will come out sooner or later. The main figure in the corruption scandal is former Vice President of the European Parliament, Eva Kaili. Investigators found €600,000 in cash in her apartment. In January, the court decided to extend her detention for at least a month. This is a group that needs to be held accountable, punished, removed from lawmaking. But as much harm as this very case, this very situation has done to the European Parliament and the European Union, it will take a very long time to repair this bad image. Initially, the media reported that the money to European politicians flowed from Qatar and Morocco. However, over time, a Russian thread has emerged in the investigation. As MEP Jacek Saryusz-Wolski reported, Eva Kaili was said to be of interest to the Belgian prosecutor's office for her contacts with Russia. It is very interesting to see how far this scale of corruption has gone, and of course very interesting to see how much Russia has had its fingers in all this, because we know that Europe has failed the test, let's be honest. Many questions also remain about Radosław Sikorski. According to a Transparency International report, the former foreign minister earned €800,000 from so-called other activities. To date, it remains unclear who paid the civic platform MEP and for what.